achievements have cleared the way for an extensive campaign of slum improvement. Our educational reforms, providing further opportunities for higher education for all children, must be pushed forward. A new factories bill is promised. But beyond and above such social improvements, we shall work for peace. Peace not only abroad but at home. The peace so essential to industry, peace such as we have enjoyed for the last 2 years, a peace based on ever-increasing understanding, sympathy, and cooperation between all sections of our people. Women act as peacemakers in many a home. Our aim is to do all we can to strengthen the forces making for goodwill. Is such an aim not worthy of the united support of the women citizens of a great country?
Nancy Astor, May 19, 1879 to May 2, 1964, though born in Danville, Virginia, was the first woman to sit as a member of Parliament in the British House of Commons. Known for her quick wit and often sharp tongue, she remained an MP from November 28, 1919 through July 5, 1945.
The people that really do the work don't get the thanks. And that's the way it is all through life. I think I'm right in saying that now there are 250,000 of men and women and children living in unsanitary and overcrowded conditions. Now just think what that means. I know, and I'm not one of those people that think that only evil comes out of crowding conditions, because it isn't true. Some of the finest characters in the world are living in those houses. Some of the characters that are showing the courage, the qualities that make a great nation. The women in those homes are showing courage, resource, steadfastness, and unselfishness. And those are some of the finest traits in the Christian character, because it takes all sorts of traits to make up a perfect Christian. And the women in those houses are showing those qualities. And I'm not one of those people who think that just because you've got bad houses, you have got bad men and women in them. It isn't true. You've got some splendid qualities. But you're asking a terrible lot of them, and you're asking a dreadful lot of the children. And we who believe in the Christ message realize it's much more difficult to get it when the man and woman are living in such appalling conditions. So we are trying our best, each in our own way, to make the housing conditions of England better. Now, Mr. Stanley, he laughed at me about my temperance. Quite true, I'm going to a Band of Hope meeting as soon as I get away from this. Why? Because intemperance and bad housing go together. Don't you forget that, you in South London. I hate all kinds of wars. That's absolutely true. But particularly I hate civil war, class war, or sex war. They're almost worse to me than an international war, but I hate wars. But I like fighting. but I like fighting for justice.
Edith Clara Summerskill, April 19, 1901 to February 4, 1980, was a British physician, feminist, writer, and a Labour Member of Parliament from 1938 to 1961. In addition to co-founding and acting as the first president of the Married Women's Association, she was a strong advocate for women's equal rights.
You see here, Nancy Astor and I, politically, are poles apart. Who knows? But on a question of politics, we might scratch each other's faces. But on these questions of women, we present a united front.
Dr. Summerskill, would you think the war has endangered family life very seriously?
Oh, I think it's the greatest tragedy of the war. After all, the men have gone away, the women have been mobilized, and the children evacuated.
Well, what I really meant was...